So.
I think we're good. I'm not sure. I'm never sure if we're good or not good. Amazing. The amount of uncertainty with technology.
It just works sometimes, and
yeah, sometimes
that's all you need.
Okay. So I think Brian needs to leave in like an hour and a half. So we'll start.
About 2-ish.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I've got friends coming over, so when they get here, I'll leave. So
that's fine.
They're notoriously late.
Okay, I think we can start. And yeah. My son is with he's with fever, so expect shouts and pleas for help.
That's exactly what like a serial killer would say. It's my son. He's sick.
Yeah, ignore the screaming and. Okay, guys. So last time we actually had a dense episode, right?
Yep.
Quite dense. So you basically resisted an attempt of the Xanatar to kidnap you. And the kidnap attempt was while Lord Elter Chol was actually present. So he suspected, or he thought that you might know something that he and the Black Stuff don't. So he introduced you to the Black Stuff, and this is basically a position of honor, one of the most powerful wizards in all of Faerun, definitely in Waterdeep. It's a prominent figure in Waterdeep, and you were kind of surprised to find a young woman in that position. And I think it was Rukvi who kind of said something that caused her to show her insecurity with a sharp observation. So she kind of hides her insecurity behind sharp words. Lord Elturchul and the Black Stuff explained that they were basically hoping to negotiate with the Frost Giants on board the Remorseless, but you kind of sabotaged their plans by sinking it. And then Elturchul explained that whatever you found at his warehouse was basically the content of a ship that they managed to capture. The ship's name was the Raven's Gamble. This ship was heading from Ruathim to Waterdeep, and it was attacked by Tritons. And whatever was on board, the Lord kind of placed in his warehouse and then tried to sell it in the black market to kind of lure buyers and see who is interested in this kind of stuff. And they focused, besides the Zentarium, obviously, who tried to buy stuff, and the Xanatar's guild people who also tried to buy stuff there. They also found a man named Stev, who was also interested in the content of the ship's wares, and apparently he was kind of playing both sides. He was selling stuff to the Zentarium and selling stuff to the Xantar. So he caught I mean, both the Black Stuff and the Lord kind of thought that he might be a key to maybe a third party involved in whatever is going on at the Sword Coast. So once you told the Black Staff that the Frost Giant Harshnag was on board the Remorseless, she basically deduced, along with you, that the giant was probably spell snatched by the Xanatar, and she wanted you to help in freeing the Frost Giant. She believed he is the key to everything that's happening right now in the Sword Coast. The giant attacks, he can tell you what's going on, as he was an ally of Waterdeep. And I think that at this point, you kind of, someone brought up the subject of the cursed painting that you found at the warehouse, right? And kind of Lord Elturchul kind of marked you to stay out of this and don't mention it in front of the black stuff, but you did. And she took the painting and said that she will investigate it later on, basically earning the fierce hatred of the Lord and his wife for some reason. Oh, she also paid you guys a visit. Let's see. Then you've kind of split it with Galen following his wife and her fiance, an elf that he believed tried to attack her during the kidnap attempt. And I think it was Andorest who helped Galen to kind of catch this guy in a dark corner somewhere at Waterdeep. And then something happened, and Galen was kind of pushed into action and basically murdered this elf in cold or warm blood. I don't know how to kind of explain it, but you know that you are under the influence of one Dalvernar, he of the many teeth, and you, Andorist, is also aware of that, as your patron kind of told you, back off, I can't help you, like with that. In the meantime, Rukvi, Peleus, and Forgar, you met with King Rudolf Stoneshaft. He is the father of Rednora, the dwarf that you have saved from the remorseless, and he basically told you that he needs help investigating some horror lurking in the dwarven waterways underneath Thornhold. He presented you a black dagger that his people found at the waterways, and described glowing sigils on the walls there. Rukvi, you channeled your powers and you tried to kind of learn where this dagger is coming from, and then you were taken over by some powerful force. And I think this is where we stopped last time.
Yes.
Am I missing something? Because a lot have happened, and maybe I am.
We have a we have a demon in the shape of what was it?
Snail.
A snail in a jar in my pocket. So that's gonna stop being a snail in a little bit.
I think it's in my pocket actually. If it was in your pocket, it stopped being a snail once I was too far away from you, I think.
Oh, okay. In yours then, for sure.
How long does that spell last?
It lasts for an hour. I'm gonna spend the
Jesus.
remaining time going to the beach and throwing it over into the ocean.
Okay. Okay. So snail in the ocean, demon in the ocean, demon in the water. Okay.
New D&D supplement.
Yeah.
Chains in water deep.
Okay, so Rukvi, your eyes turn black and you find yourself at the dwarven waterways. You kind of know that this is the place because King Rudolph just described it to you. So you are hearing the ocean, the waves kind of break on the cliffs of Thornhold. You can smell the ocean, but you are in a damp, low, and narrow tunnel that was obviously kind of, hacked away by the dwarves to kind of extend their kingdom beneath the cliff. This is the place where the dwarf kind of, draw water and have some sort of a trade port with the external world. So you are at this tunnel, and indeed you can see on the walls sigils kind of glowing. Definitely not dwarven made. You do believe these are giant runes.
I can't speak. I can speak giant.
Okay. So please make a. That will be a religion check. Intelligence religion.
Oh boy, here we go. 2.
A 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's Rugby.
you're kind of disoriented, so maybe this explains why you are a little bit kind of off. But you definitely know that these are giant runes, and more than that, you know that these are stone giant runes, but you cannot ascertain their meaning or function. You then hear something breathing. It's like the entire tunnel kind of breathes in and out, in and out.
Rugby takes out his weapon and shield and says, "Hello?"
So you guys, as you are, I mean, Forgar and Peleus, all you can see is Rukvi kind of in this meditative state, and suddenly he says hello, as if he's somewhere.
After
Do we need to
doing
help
that,
him?
What?
Do we need to help him? Does it look like he's struggling? Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
no, if he came out of the trance, I would start to question.
I'm still in the
you
trance,
know?
right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's chill.
Well, Rugby begins walking up against the current, the water.
Okay. So as you kind of watch him, you, Rukvi, begin to feel a pull as you are being led inside this tunnel. So you kind of float forward, and then you take a turn, then take another turn, and then you can see a figure with its back facing you. It's wrapped in rags, and it's hunched over a stone slab that is also covered with runes, the same ones that you've seen on the walls. And this creature is the source of the breathing. You can see kind of reality bent around him as he breathes in and out. You can kind of see the effect of it around him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So there's runes, there's a tunnel, there's water, there's a figure. Can I identify anything specific about this figure, or is it just...
So make a perception check.
20.
20 is amazing. As you look at it, you can see parts of its body kind of peeking through the rags and ropes. And what you see greatly disturbs you, because you realize this is a hollow creature. You can see hands and a feet and an elbow, but you can see that it's hollow through cracks in its skin and cracks in its hands and feet. You can see it's just a shell of a creature. So there's a cold hand kind of gripping your heart because you think you know what it is, and then it turns to you. And think of an alien face, like, you know, big bug eyes, oval face, sunken and hollowed. And then this creature opens its mouth toward you, and opens it and opens it and opens it until it's just this huge mouth in front of you. And Peleus and Forgar, at this point, Rukvi starts to open his mouth and open it and open it and open it, and you feel like some bones are gonna crack in like a second, and then he begins to scream.
Huh. I try and shake him out of it.
Okay.
Is he still holding the dagger?
Yes. You're not there to
I know. I'm just trying to picture it.
but yeah. So, are you doing anything? You're trying
Near,
you're trying to shake him? Make a strength check.
Yeah.
Make a strength check for me. Strength
Alright.
athletics.
No. Oh, 9.
9. So you
Ah,
kind
there we
of
go.
shake him. So Rukvi, you feel someone is rattling you, but this creature is getting closer and closer with his giant mouth kind of closing in on you.
You're muted.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I run away. I turn around and I do the Scooby thing, like do 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 do, and I just run down.
Okay. Peleus?
Screaming.
Anything?
No.
Are we gonna try and like cover the dagger? Like, should we make him let go of the dagger? I feel like that's where it all started. I'd cover it and try and like knock it out of his hands if I need to.
You've got an axe. Just cut that hand right off.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, this is D&D. I can just grow it back with a healing word or something.
Yeah, you could just attach a sword to it. The stump.
I can take a rest and then get all my health points back. It'll be fine.
Sword.
It'll just grow back in the morning.
So are you what are you trying to do? You're trying to smack his hand with your axe or
Yeah.
something like that?
No, I just want to knock the dagger out of his grip.
Okay, make
I
an
just
attack.
like,
Make an attack roll for me.
hey, that's way better. That is a 17.
Okay, so with a 17 you hit, and Rukvi, the all you can feel is someone kind of punching you. It's a physical blow that throws you back from this creature into the real world, and the dagger flies out of your hand. But the image of this creature is still embedded in your mind. I need you to roll a percentile. Percentile die. And just tell me the result.
Yes.
67.
67. Okay. So, currently you are hallucinating, and mechanically you have disadvantage on ability checks. Roll a d10 for me.
7.
Okay, so for 7 minutes, you are hallucinating. You are at the real world, at the Lord's party, but you see all kinds of crazy stuff around you. You're not sure what's real, what's not. Technically, it's disadvantage on ability checks, but you can roleplay it like any way you want.
Is my jaw dislocated or is it?
So it's kind of sore, but it's not dislocated. So
Rugby probably turns around and looks at you with his jaw hanging, his eyes wide, and he picks up his hammer and he's about to hit you with it.
Gonna hit me with it?
I hate spiders. He's about to hit.
I hate spiders.
Why did it have to be spiders?
Yeah, actually, I'll stop you from hitting me.
Yeah, he'll hit you. He try to hit you.
All right.
Go for it.
I want to try and catch it. Like,
You gonna try to catch a 24?
yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can. Yeah,
You can do it.
I can
I
do
have
it.
faith
I'm gonna
in
do
you.
it. What do we want? This is this like an attack or athletics to
So-
try and stop it?
So you got smacked in the head by his hammer. So you can roll damage
Awesome.
regularly, but you, Forgar, can try to grapple him and see if he and try to kind of pin him down or something like that. So-
Done.
I'll
Nine
help
blood.
out with that.
You get smacked again.
That's it. Grapple uses strength.
yeah.
Or
I'll
okay,
help him.
then that's a
Grapple.
5.
Damn.
So Rukovi, you can make a strength check or a dexterity check to kind of avoid his grapple.
Wait, I'm helping him with the grapple though.
Yeah, you'll
yeah.
jump in and save me. Please help me.
So if that's so, then you can make a do the check with advantage. So roll again.
Okay. Phew.
All right.
So the two of
Higher
them are
than a
kind of
two.
trying to
Higher
pin
than a
you
two.
down.
So I rolled a 4. That's better than my last one.
Oh my god.
I still gotta roll my strength check. Maybe I'll roll bad.
That's a sorry, 4 and that's 10.
Oh.
10. Okay.
How'd you do?
I just got a 21. Don't worry. I just fling you off. Spiders. No.
Use
Are
me
you
to
rolling
hit
with
it.
disadvantage?
Should I roll with disadvantage?
Only for ability check. An attack is not an ability check.
And did I took damage for your hit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you did.
What was that?
9 bludgeoning.
Amazing.
Damn.
All right.
Okay, so
Alright.
while the three of you are kind of struggling and trying to get hold of the crazed paladin, Galen, you
Galen's isn't here. Just move on to someone else.
Galen's not here right now.
Galen's the new antagonist of the campaign.
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that.
and just for the sake of completeness, Aquarian, let's assume you kind of strolled into the scene looking for Andorist. So
Okay.
just to have you here as well. So
Oh, good. More witnesses I have to silence. I mean,
I'm just gonna sit back from my little hidey hole with my alter self on and watch.
okay, so Andorist, make a perception check, and Galen, you wake up with the voice still in your head, with your fists kind of full of brain matter. And this dude is below you, wasted. I mean, he's dead. He's gone.
My perception check was 7.
Okay.
Is he completely dead?
No, he's just mostly dead.
Together? Come on, like this wee bass can still pull my head.
There's only one thing that can bring him back. Twoo love.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
That's awesome.
I'll say like shout out. I don't deal with demons. I destroy evil.
Do I see him at this moment?
So yeah, you basically stroll into the street, kind of looking for Andorist and Galen, and you don't see Andorist, and all you see is kind of far away at the street, someone is hunched over another man, and it's quite far away. So
Okay. I walk cautiously towards that. In that area.
okay, Galen, the voice is still in your head, saying, "I simply do not understand. You came to me."
Not willingly.
You turned the key. You asked for it. And here I am. Isn't that what you wanted all along?
No, I didn't want this. And I look away at what I have done.
Can't you feel the power now throbbing through your veins?
I don't want power.
And what is it that you want?
Want you to leave me alone. And yes, just leave me alone.
You can hear this voice laughing, and it says, "Leave you alone? After winning such a grand prize, you want me to leave it alone? That will be costly."
How costly?
It's a matter of doing something for me.
I won't do anything evil.
Look down. Look at your hands.
I look up and like keep my hands outside and again say I won't do anything evil.
You hear it hums. Can you feel the strings? Can you feel your arms and feet and heart moves and beats like I want it to?
No, I can't feel that at all. I'll say shakily, like, no, I can't feel that. It's probably how it comes out.
I see we have company. I will talk to you again. Think about my offer. You want me to leave you alone? It's a simple matter of doing me a small favor. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit. And then the voice kind of gone. Boop, 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 boop. Doop, 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 doop. Mm-hmm. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what's happening. Technology. Gotta love it. Discord. Come on, come on. Wake up. Please. Much better.
Hey,
Are we back?
Oh, we're
I
back.
You're
can't
still-
see you yet, but I can
Yeah,
already
yeah.
hear you.
We can hear you.
Amazing.
can't
Yeah.
see you though.
Oh, you can't see me.
Can't see Brian either.
Not yet. It's a loading
Spinning.
for you.
You know where you're connecting from?
Someplace. Wait.
It says Central Europe now.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian is.
That's where I
Now
am.
we can see Brian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my computer's not as fast as everyone else's.
Oh, let me fix
God,
my
how dare you
pure-
not be as fast?
Yeah, it's an old Mac.
But
I can't believe that thing still works, man.
I know, man. This thing is ancient.
But it was perfect. Like, and the voice leave us. The demon is gone, and the DM is gone.
Doesn't
God.
Apple like
We
destroy all?
already figured out your evil plan. You were the demon all along.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? You were saying something about Apple?
Oh yeah, doesn't Apple just like come to your house and destroy your old Apple hardware system?
Yeah, slowly
They
through
keep-
updates.
They keep trying, but every time they show up, I have to kill another one of them, and
Yeah,
I've got so many buried in my backyard.
Back.
you like Home Alone trap set up for them.
Yeah, a whole bunch of Apple uniforms that have kept.
I'm
us
pretty
busy.
sure, like after a bit, in a couple of years, they'll just be like, "This will self-destruct in 3 months or 6 months or whatever."
Oh, hopefully at that point I can afford another one.
Just a second.
No, but they really do. They just like disguise it as like positive updates. Like, I think for the old iPhones, what they do is they
Back.
patch something where eventually the phones are slower, and it's
Yeah.
to preserve like battery life because you know those old phones, the battery
they
gets
just-
weaker and
Oh,
stuff.
it's
so-
crap, yeah, and they just keep layering on updates. And there's so many damn updates, it just fills your whole
So,
memory. It's just full.
where did you lose me?
And the
And the
voice
demon.
fades away. So perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, it did fade away. Okay. So at this point, Quarian, you're quite sure you are looking at Galen's back down the street.
Okay. I call on to Galen. Are you okay? Who are you talking to?
Nobody, leave me alone.
Hey! What's wrong?
Everything.
Do I see the body down at his feet?
It's hard not to see it.
I'm probably still like sitting on the body.
What happened? Look at the body, and I look at you.
A demon. I think.
I'm sorry.
A demon.
What? What do you mean?
It's complicated, I think.
Enderist,
think
your patron says it's gone. You're safe now.
Okay, I'm still watching.
Okay.
I want to see if he's gonna kill him. He's gonna come back and he's gonna suddenly like smash the Bart's face in.
Just stab his neck. Like
I don't want to go
witnesses-
over there. Take a single punch from that guy, I'd be dead.
Did like when they took your soul, did they also change your alignment to chaotic evil?
No, they didn't.
Oh, what is that a thing? I didn't even know.
No, it's some demon made me do it.
I
Think he's the one that has my soul.
I kneel next to him and I check the body. Is he
Oh, he's
Other-
dead. He's dead.
beyond saving?
I think maybe we could like. Can you just like put his head back together?
Is there yeah. Is there like a blanket or something around that I can use to cover the body?
So the street is kind of empty right now. A lot of people are at the party. You don't find any blanket, but if you have like a cloak or something like that, then it might work.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll cover him. I'll cover the body, and is there some place that around it I can I don't know, stuff the body, push the body to?
What are you doing? We have to get the guards and tell them what happened.
And what? Tells them that a demon did it? Look at your hands, dude.
But the demon made me do it.
Yeah, that always works.
Yeah, sorry for laughing. It's hard to keep a straight face with that. No, but that's what happened. We can't just hide this.
Listen, we're going to put this body somewhere, and then we're going to talk about how to handle this. But right now, I'm getting you out of the street.
Yeah, but and I'll just like follow your lead, like partly in shock probably. And no, I will not kill him. Andrus.
Have you seen Andrus?
Yes, he was nearby. somewhere. Maybe he ran away.
Okay. Why would he run away?
Because a demon did something here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, is there some place that I can see that can like hide the body somewhere, even a barrel or something like that?
So you can see a small shop, which is probably someone selling fish or something like that. The store is closed. There are kind of 7 barrels, kind of arranged in a row, with an iron binding around them. There are also 3 crates and a place to, with like a desk with some shading to sell wares. So maybe that's a good place.
I will I'll come out of the shadows now and I'll change back to my normal form.
Okay, so you emerge from an alley with a closed bar in it.
Closed bar?
Yep.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, sorry. I'll walk over and I'll quickly use prestidigitation to clean off Galen.
Okay.
Get all the blood off of him. And I'll look down at the body and say, I can deal with this. You guys should probably leave.
Yeah, but
Come,
to.
Galen.
and I'll follow along.
I'm gonna grab it and I'm going to go walking back to the party.
Okay.
I'll look at and I'll start like looking up hand.
As soon as they're around the,
I still see the blood. Like, isn't it still there? Like,
I'm looking into your face with a very hard and saying there was no blood. You're not talking about anything right now. You're right to be festive.
Be festive, damn it.
festive. Okay, and I'll just put on a smile, like really, really, like creepy smile that would make everybody run away. Like, is this
better?
Yeah.
Much better.
There we go. I'm hoping that I can have a minute once they round the first corner before anyone else comes around, because I need to cast raised dead.
Animate dead.
Animate dead.
Make a perception check.
Here we go. It's crap.
In before the inevitable undead army.
Mm-hmm. It was garbage. It's a garbage check. Don't even bother asking me what it was.
Okay, no one is around you.
Okay, so I will animate that corpse, and I will the email I sent you the other day.
Yeah,
I will include it in that.
So it rises, kind of, bones clicking into place to give him a form of an elven form once more, but everything is kind of
somewhat mangled. So throw like my cloak. I'm assuming I have a cloak over top of it, so it's covered, and put its arm over my shoulder like it's a drunk friend, and walk it away.
Okay. You walk it away to the party?
No. I'm gonna go back to my apartment.
Okay, great.
Until I can figure out what to do with this thing.
Okay.
I'll meet up with the group later.
Okay. Back at the party. Rukvi. So you have been kind of fighting some time, struggling with Peleus and Forgar, but eventually the effect wears off, and you find yourself at the room again.
Sorry about the furniture, guys.
Spiders,
I don't know what came over me.
Spiders everywhere.
That was crazy.
Where did you go? What happened?
I don't know. I was looking at the dagger trying to remember if I knew anything about it. Next thing I know, it's dark. Half my body is covered in water. Runes, giant runes. I know giant.
I know giant.
Giant runes, specifically stone giant runes. But I couldn't read any of it because there was this figure in the water that looked at me and opened its mouth for an eternity, and I just ran away.
You
And that
tried
killed
to
off-
open your mouth for eternity.
Did I?
Yeah. That's when I shook you, and it didn't work, and then we took the dagger away, and then you sort of came out of it, and then you attacked me.
Oh my god. Do you need... Let me heal you. And his hand glows a yellowy green, and he places it on your shoulder and heals you 9 hit points.
What
Right
if
on.
two paladins try to heal each other?
What?
Same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just an endless
circle
loop,
heal?
and it opens up a black hole of divine.
Yeah.
It's like dividing by 0.
Yeah.
Galen and Quirion, make a perception check.
Not that great.
14. Somehow I'm still aware,
I got an 11.
but the distance is still 14.
Okay, so Galen, surprisingly, you kind of hear before you see the boots of a watch patrol kind of, thump as you kind of turn a corner. You believe that they are coming from the other side and about to kind of meet you head on.
Oh, I'll have to say, oh, there's guard over there. Let's talk to them.
Shut up. Nothing happened. Shut up.
But they're right there.
So you hear, Quirion, a voice saying, "Good sir, what didn't happen?" And you see 2 guards, 2 watch people, wearing leathers and the mark of Waradip on their chest. They're armed with quarterstaffs, wearing this big red cloak. And they seem pleasant enough, both wearing big mustaches, a chain helmet, as they watch you. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're fine. We're just... Well, you had to talk about it, didn't you, Galen? I'm sorry, sir. We've been mugged.
Mugged? This is a serious crime. What?
Well,
one of them kind of pops out a notepad.
By the demon? Demon didn't bug me.
Excuse my friend, he's a bit drunk. We went out for a bit of fresh air from a party, but he's obsessed about some stupid demon. Don't mind him, he drank too much.
they kind of look at each other, and one of them kind of holding his notepad, the other one is sending a hand back, probably to, and he says, "Demons?
Please, sir, there's really no... This guy, my friend's been dreaming lately about demons, and he thinks that there's demons around us. Please don't mind him. It's really okay. We should be going back to the party."
Yeah, I'm listening.
We're on our way back to the Lord's party, Lord Alter Chul. We're just breathing some air.
Make a charisma persuasion check for me.
Ooh. 24.
Oh, great. So with a 24, the one kind of sending his hand back relaxes, looks at you and smiles. "Oh, yeah, the party at Lord Alter Chul. A big one. Yes, he's handing out casks of ale and bottles of wine to everyone." And he looks at Galen and says, "Well, maybe this guy should stop drinking right now."
Yeah, I'm going to. I think we'll take him back to the party to make sure that he only drinks water and coffee.
Yes, you do that, good sir. We'll escort you from a safe distance. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you very much, kind sir. And I grab Galen with a hand and I help him to the party.
Okay, great. Enderist, you arrive at your apartment, and you find Fillory there. She sees your newly acquired friend. And asks if your orders are still to be
Just one now.
And she says, of course, and leaves.
Perfect. I rolled for her, by the way, while I was waiting. 25.
Okay, great.
She critted that roll.
Awesome. Great. Okay. So after you place, I mean, are you waiting for her to do her thing, or are you?
No, once I've got him safely there, I'll come back to the party, clean up and come back to the party.
Okay, so you all convene on the main hall of Lord Elterchill's mansion. The elven dancers are still kind of floating around. People are drinking, eating. You do kind of draw some stares from people who saw you as, you know, introduced as the heroes who freed Waterdeep from the terror of the frost giants on their ship. So some toasts are made in your honor, and people shove you food and drinks. What do you want to do?
Rukvi immediately tells the rest of the party what he witnessed, and we took the dagger as well, right? It's wrapped up.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and I just tell you guys about it loudly in the party, unless anybody tells me to quiet down. Yep, I tell you guys about that.
And I'll of course tell you about the demon.
Yeah, let's be quiet about that, you drunk bastard.
I will let you know that the body's been disposed of. They won't be coming after you.
But you can't just hide evidence.
What evidence? Evidence of what?
Of the demon attack.
What demon?
Perhaps we should leave this party.
Yeah.
Listen, Galen, I really think you need some sleep. I don't know what this nonsense about demons and stuff, but you need to get to sleep.
Just be happy Andrews can't mimic voices, because he's also a telepath. Just fuck with you.
Oh, yes.
That would be
no. You definitely need to rest, and we need to rest. I think I'm tapped out.
Yes.
And we need to go to that windmill tomorrow to find the artist before we go underground.
Is that our plan to go to the windmill first?
I mean, I suggested that we better get his soul back before we go underground, but
Oh yeah.
That demon is evil and making me do things.
Yeah.
Definitely should get his soul back.
yeah,
If that's what's happening.
I want old Galen back.
Yeah. Yeah. Windmill first thing tomorrow.
I'm just concerned that the Xanatar will, pop portals up again.
Now, you do have some time, right, before you can get it back?
do you mean?
Yes, there's a long time, and the demon also mentioned a favor I had to do.
But what happens if we go underneath and we get captured, or we end up teleported somewhere else? Then we don't have time to come back. I mean, it's your soul.
Yeah, I
But-
looked down the fist. Maybe I just kill you guys then and get my soul back.
I smile, just like the little quirkiest smile you've seen. Like, this is really interesting, and then I wipe it away, and real quick.
Rukvi's like, y'all need Jesus.
Oh, that's the title of the episode.
Yeah.
As he's handing you this wrapped, like,
Can I
this
introduce
wrapped
you to my
thing
Lord and Savior?
to
Oh, the
Andrews.
dagger?
Yeah, it's just like,
You've explained it all to me, right? Like, I know what happened.
yeah. So he probably just hands you like the little burrito to you.
Nice.
Wrapped
I
up.
will. I'll investigate it when I get back to my apartment tonight.
Okay, Peleus, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
I turn around.
So you turn around to see no one, and then all you can smell is perfume, and you can feel the air moves as someone is kind of dancing around you. and you look the other way and you see the woman that you've met at the docks, and she says, "Oh, I've waited for quite some time."
Oh, you have? Yeah. I mean, I can't make the messages go any faster.
And
I'm waiting as well.
she looks around at your friends and says, "So a treant, and now the heroes who sunk the remorseless. So that's an interesting group of people you have here. Nice friends."
Thanks, I guess.
And she says, "How does it feel to lead such a group of mighty adventurers? After all, you..."
Pardon?
She looks, "If you are able to control such a mighty treant, you must be the one leading this group."
Yeah, we don't.
Right, boss?
Yeah, boss.
This is, they're laughing in play. It's like they're kind of around you.
Yeah, we're pretty cool.
Yeah, it works out. I just met these guys. I've not been with this group for very long, but it seems to be working quite well for us.
The Trent, he saw me standing there and saw me talking to you, and he wanted me to ask you something.
Okay.
He wanted to know if you still have the twig that he gave you on board the Remorseless.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay. He was on a hurry, if that's even a thing for treants. He went with the elves, those followers of Lathander. Not Lathander, sorry, Corlon.
Corlon.
Yeah. But he said that this twig is really important, so you should keep it.
Will do. I wasn't planning on throwing it away anyways. So.
She smiles and then she says, "Oh, and that dragon, apparently it was a friend of some dwarves who came in town."
Yeah, we talked about this. I was gonna send word to the dwarves who owned the dragon, and
yes, it kind of messed my plans, but well, you can't win all the time. So
wait, like the dragon that we met a while ago that crashed the tower? That dragon was here?
Oh yeah, he was swimming at the dock. So you also met the dragon, and then she kind of looks at all of you, but she kind of gets closer to Peleus as she speaks, and she says, "So, what are you guys up to?"
We're having a party.
Yeah, I guess. Well, we're just coming from a party, I guess, but I guess you could say that. How about you,
Dragon Slayer?
What? What did you ask?
How about you, Lady Dragon Slayer? What are you up to?
I'm looking for anything interesting that will break the so boring life in the city. I did hear some...
Like a demon?
She looks at you and says, "Oh my, you are full of surprises."
All of us look at her.
You don't have to be a demon slayer as well, are you?
Not me, my sister. And she kind of she grows cold for a moment, and then she flicks her hair and says, "I personally am an expert with dragons. Demons are not my thing."
Oh,
you don't by any chance have another sister who is like a professional giant slayer?
She says it's a big family.
Oh.
And what family might that be? if I may ask?
Well, I usually don't kind of talk about such personal business. All you need to know is that my name is Tesh.
Oh, nice to meet you, Tesh.
And are your sister in town?
Jesus.
Roll my eyes. I want old Galen back.
And she says, well, if you really have to, I can connect you with someone who might be able to help with any demon infestation problem. His name is Casilda. He's a priest. We work together. And she looks at Peleus and says, it's purely a platonic. It's not just business.
Okay.
I'm single. So are you heading somewhere interesting?
No.
That's the
Actually,
biggest,
yeah,
we're
the
heading-
strongest yes that I've ever heard.
And
We're
then
heading
it
home
would be
right
accentuates
now.
that by saying, it's actually a secret. We can't tell anybody.
Oh, I'm
I feel like invading Rookvi's mind right now, saying, "Shut up."
It's like invading Hodor's mind or something.
she says I'm really good at keeping secrets.
Yeah, we should be leaving.
Oh, you can leave.
Actually, we can try to outsource some of our adventures to her.
I'm terrible at
No,
at
we really
keeping
shouldn't.
secrets.
We really shouldn't. Grab Galen, Rookvi, and try and lead them away.
As we walk away, I just say, this is more like a 6-lot party. We're already kind of full. Sorry.
Peleus, she kind of draws something from her pocket and kind of flips it to you. It's a coin. It's a golden dragon, which is basically a gold piece minted in Waterdeep. And she says, if you ever go to the Dead End Alley, you can flip that around to draw the attention of some people I know. Might help you.
Okay.
And she
Noted.
winks and kind of points at you like with handguns.
Oh, finger guns.
Finger guns, yes. And she says, Tesh. And then she kind of fires at Galen and says, Casilda.
She's such a douche.
And then she waves, flips her hair, and leaves.
How honest did she sound when she said she's a dragon expert?
She's
Can I
way too
try that?
friendly.
You
try
can
that?
roll your insight. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I mean, she wanted to capture that dragon. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
she sounded really honest to me.
So yeah, she's a mighty dragon slayer.
Yeah, she was willing to slay that dragon even when she found out it was a good dragon ally of our friends. Something tells me she's not exactly the kind of person we want to ally ourselves with.
Well, looking around at this party.
Shut up, Galen.
I'm just about ready to breathe lightning on you. Exact.
Yeah, I think before we get ourselves in any more trouble, we need to leave.
Yeah, you're just
Get a
giving
little
the
bit
DM
of
what
noise in
time.
this group.
Yeah, you're just giving
all
your
these
DM
conversations
time.
are being recorded by the Chold guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
By
so
the way,
you.
we might want to ask the Lord if we can have a passage to our submarine again, because we left it parked outside of his warehouse.
So you
I
want to
think
let
we had a
him
good
know-
enough time.
You want to let him know that like some powerful underwater ship that's built by mind players is in one of his houses hidden there that he probably doesn't know about yet.
I thought he knew already. I think he
I
mentioned
think
it
I
to us
knew.
in the conversation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Forgot.
Yeah. So I mean, I think if he wants it, it's his. But if we want to get back to it, at least it's actually relatively safe if he's actually an ally of ours.
Yeah, just remember that one of the locations on the map was Skullport.
Mhm.
One of the
Mhm.
locations that the submarine could go to was Skullport.
Yes, which we need to get to eventually, right?
This is where Xantar is, isn't it?
Anyway,
No, I thought Skullport was elsewhere.
Skullport.
Yeah,
It is
that's not
beneath
where we
Waterdeep.
docked.
Skullport
No,
is
no, no,
Xanathar.
no. But
Yeah.
Skullport is Xanathar, and I mean, I don't know if we're going all the way down to Skullport once we get to the, what is it, the Guts and Glory Inn or not, but...
Okay.
Is that what we're doing first, or are we getting the soul back?
That's up to the party, but I vote get his soul back. But it's really up to you, Galen.
Rookvi goes with Anders.
It's not up to Galen right now.
No, we're gonna get your soul back whether or not you want it.
If you don't want it, I'm really worried.
I'm feeling much better now. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, let's get this thing back. Let's go get this back now.
Yeah.
Can we take a vote? All in favor of trying to get the soul back first?
Yeah,
Sure.
Galen will vote for that also.
Okay.
Yeah.
But can we rest for the night and then maybe reconvene at Rookvi's?
Yeah.
I support it entirely.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have a mansion still?
Yeah,
that's
but
your
you got to
mansion,
take
no?
over the mansion.
Yeah.
So it
But
will.
I suggest that we try to rest at the same place this time. So if we
Oh,
do
no,
get
I can't do that.
surprised, I
Sorry,
don't
I've got a
snore.
business at my apartment.
Well, do the business and come back.
I will tomorrow morning. It's going to take me some time to figure out this dagger. And I get in my carriage and tell Lauren to, like, go.
Before you go, you do know that we have been attacked several times, right?
Yeah.
What do we
True
have?
story.
I'm gonna sleep over at somebody else's house.
Not mine.
No, we're all coming to sleep over at your house.
Alright, yeah, come over to my house.
You're not. Yeah, everyone's going to your place, but
We can play video games until late in the night.
eat Cheetos. My
Yeah,
mom
okay,
won't mind it at all.
I'll get Elmore to make us like some Hot Pockets or something.
Perfect.
There's this new
What's a
game.
Hot
It's called
Pot?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that
Oh,
sounds
okay.
so nerdy. I don't want to do
Be
that.
back in a minute.
That's
guys.
right.
Alright, so I guess mansion? Except for
Yeah.
Anders?
Yeah, I mean,
Who's
where
going to
else
his
would we go?
mansion?
I mean, the mansion's huge. If you want to do some weird sorcery stuff, you can do it in like a room. There's like a billion rooms in there.
I'm already gone, man. I'm
Okay.
talking to nobody.
Just talking to an illusion, like still residual.
Still.
The cloud shape of.
Okay, so you split up and spend the night resting, recovering, and playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, so I'll spend the night doing what we talked about in my email, but also I'm going to try and investigate this dagger. I'm not going to touch it, but I've got detect magic, obviously identify, and if there's any runes or sigils on it, comprehend languages.
Okay. So you know not to touch it. So you cast your spells and you spend the night kind of going over its form, the way it looks. You kind of flip through books to see if these can help you. You do believe that a book in a nearby library can be helpful in your investigation. Do you kind of want to go and fetch it, or kind of photocopy?
Well, can I send somebody to fetch it?
Yeah, sure.
I'll send Fillery. It's in the middle of the night, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. So she returns with a book, and I need you to make an Arcana. You know what? A religion check. It's intelligence religion check.
Oh, not my forte.
So you
just a 10.
because you kind of spent your spells on it, identify and detect magic, etc. You can do it with advantage.
Okay. Oh, that's better. 20.
Okay. So you learn wait. I had it here. Okay. So you learn that these daggers are usually found at altars dedicated to a fall god known as Urkas.
Okay.
And the dagger is a ritual dagger used by its Hierophants of Annihilation.
Of what, sorry?
Hierophant, I hope I pronounce it right, of Annihilation.
Annihilation?
Yes.
Emulation or annihilation?
Annihilation. Sorry. Thank you very much.
Oh, Jesus. Not what I thought it was.
You believe that actually Rook V can be kind of assist you with uncovering more information. The book that you have found is actually a very good one on the subject. It talks about some deep earthly black magic used by stone giants, and you believe that Rook V might be able to kind of shed more light on this and maybe even tell you some of the abilities of this creature, this Hierophant of Annihilation.
Okay. Is it so it's not, is it magical dagger? Is it
It's
have any
not
abilities?
magical, but it's kind of imbued with pure evil, so
Oh, Jesus.
almost
Pure evil,
yeah.
All right.
not just regular evil.
Yeah, it's pure.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
So morning comes. Wait. Does it come? I'm not sure. Yes. Morning comes, and you kind of blink and find the streets full of people. Men and women are rushing by to, fulfill orders of their noble lords and ladies. The commoners, dockhands, and sellswords kind of wander at the streets. Most of them are hungover from the ball that lasted until the early hours of the morning. And if you so desire, you may go to the windmill, or visit the Blackstaff Tower as she instructed before you head to apprehend Stev.
So, do I arrive with my bodyguards?
Yes, you do.
Okay, perfect. So, I'll pull up in my carriage. I've got the black dagger wrapped back up in leather, and there's, besides, I guess, Fillory and Lorne, my teamster, two what looks like monks, like old kind of, the brown robes with their hands in the sleeves of the big deep cowls. They step out after me. So I'll hand the dagger back to you, Rookvi, and tell you what I know about it. It is imbued with pure evil.
Ugh.
It's a ritual dagger used by Hierophants of Annihilation who worship the god Urkas.
Urkas.
Urkas, some sort of dark earth magic. It's one of the gods of the stone giants or something. Anyways, here you go.
So Rookvi,
that's about as much as I know.
Andres, you still have the book, so you kind of hand it to
Yeah.
Rookvi. And Rookvi, you kind of flip through it. I need you to do two things. One of them is roll a percentile dial for me.
Cool, I love those. Those are typically good news.
Oh yeah, another madness check. Come on, how bad could it be?
38.
38. Okay, so you accept the book, flip through it. Now I need you to make a religion check with advantage, because you are familiar with the subject of this book, which is earth magic.
Oops. That's a 10. That's a natural 1. So I got a 10.
A 10.
0.
Okay. So with a 10, you maybe skipped that class in Paladin University, but you kind of managed to glean some information. You know that the creation of a Hierophant of Annihilation is one of the most how should I say horrible crimes a creature can make against nature. It's basically taking the force of nature, twisting it, and turning it into something so vile and so black that it's like the opposite of life, the opposite of nature, but it draws energy from nature. So it's one of the biggest insults that someone can do against nature. And you know that stone giants, who are very destructive by nature, might resort to such magic if they are on a quest or something like that. So you know for sure that this creature was awoken by a stone giant, who's under a quest to fulfill something. You don't know what.
Okay.
Now, I mean, if you share it with the group, those of you which is probably only Quarian, I think, who were at the beginning of the
Forgar.
Right.
I was there.
Yeah, you did. So you remember the stone giant temple that you have visited, and the egg. I don't know if you remember, there was an egg there that was like it looked. Yeah, it hatched. So if Rookvi kind of shares this information with you, do you?
Yeah, I mention all of that, and I say nothing good can come from this dagger. It is the worst possible insult to nature and life. What couldn't come out of this?
So you, Forgar, and you, Quarian, I think you were there as well. You kind of recall the egg and the temple that you have investigated, weeks before. Maybe the thing that hatched from that egg is now at Thornhold.
Okay.
Oh no, I know what the monster is.
I recall to you guys the things that we saw over there in that temple. Taking a look at the dagger, do I see the room? Do I see the runes on the dagger?
Yes, they are visible, but very, very delicate, almost worn out. So this dagger is very, very ancient.
Okay. Do they resemble the runes that we saw in the cave over?
You think so? Yes.
Okay. So I tell you guys about it, but the cave that we've been through and we've been to. And I tell you about the egg, the thing that resembled an egg. We saw it seemed like it hatched.
Yeah.
Had something to do with like dream. I remember, right? Something that
Dreamwalker.
Dreamwalker. Yeah.
Dreamwalker's
That wasn't there.
that stone giant that Anders controlled with the crown. That was a Dreamwalker.
The person Rookie didn't, but you guys rescued in the stone giant temple was a druid of the Enclave, no? Somebody that was in the Enclave?
Oh yeah, you're correct. There was someone, I think, at the stone giant temple that you've rescued, but he just said something and left.
Yeah. Something about Goldenfield, I think. I think he told there's something about Goldenfield, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But Rookvi says there's just so many things happening. His soul, Durnhold, Neverwinter.
Well, I say we focus on one thing at a time. It's the only way we can do this. Get Galen's soul back, and then we go below ground.
Right.
Okay.
Let's get a move on.
Stop the Xanatar. So, we'll introduce you to Garrett and Hester, my two new bodyguards.
Oh.
Do they speak back at us when we say hello?
No, they don't.
Wait, what do they say? What do they look like?
How have you lost smell? Not that I know the zombies or anything.
After our last mission, I realized that I could use some meat shields. I mean, bodyguards. So I've hired these two, Garrett and Hester. They are followers of Lovitar, the Maiden of Pain. So they will not talk to you. They believe that pain and suffering is a blessing of their goddess. So they have voluntarily cut out their own tongues, which is why they don't speak with you. They have also voluntarily contracted leprosy, which is, why Yeah.
Both of them?
Why? Yes, that's part of their worship. So don't touch them. And whatever you do, don't try and heal them because they will get very angry. This is a blessing of their god, after all.
Okay.
And if they should pass in their protection of me, just leave them be. They cannot be saved afterwards. Yeah. They make excellent bodyguards because they're more than willing to jump in front of an arrow for me.
I would like to inside address.
Giver.
Yeah.
And I told you they look like those monks, you know, with the deep brown cowls and their hands in there.
I think
They're
I'm
big.
gonna insight too.
One of them's a big guy. One of them's a smaller guy.
I'm gonna insight you as well, if I may.
All right, give her.
I'm just gonna go right
I'm
to
going to-
Divine Sense,
19.
and I would like to know if they're
Oh.
undead.
I also rolled a 19.
Well, you're
got
defending,
right,
so
I
you
believe
win,
you.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
but
my
Saved.
Divine Sense tell me?
Yeah, right, it's
both
weird.
are undead.
Yeah.
Two
Don't touch them.
Okay, can I
Don't
sense on that?
touch the. Yeah, if you use your divine sense, you can.
Yeah.
Like
I
Forgar just
did,
did.
and then okay.
I'm gonna telepathically communicate with you, Forgar, when I notice,
I'm just gonna look at you quizzically.
and say, "I need some bodyguards."
I'm gonna stay back to
Also-
talk.
Also, you don't want to unhood one of these. Trust me. For Galen's benefit.
Oh,
Damn
I
it!
love it. I
Yes.
love it. I
Oh,
love
I
it. Oh my
won't
God.
unhood it for his
that's
benefit,
like
you
amazing.
asshole.
That's like amazing. that's a double lock. I mean,
It
You
just
got
fell in my
paladins on
lap.
your ass, and now you got the monk on your ass as well.
No, this is for the monk's benefit.
amazing.
This,
amazing.
you want this?
Yeah.
You should,
And while you're having this silent talk, oh yeah, that's address smart thinking.
I love Galen.
Yeah. That's really good.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Shall we go retrieve your soul?
Yes, please.
I don't trust
wants-
these two anymore. I don't trust them anymore. It's like,
if it's not too much trouble.
oh
I
my
don't
god.
want to cause too much problem.
Do you
More than
want-
happy.
Yeah. Do you want to jump on one foot on your way there? Yes, please. I will.
Who wants to ride in the carriage with me and my bodyguards?
I'm
I
running my hook.
do, and I'm questioning you about it.
Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
I'll be on the roof if you don't.
Sure, give her.
Oh my god. Okay, so you are riding on the carriage toward a crumbling two-story stone building. It was a windmill long before the city rose up around it. So it's simply kind of stuck in the cross section of two streets. So it looks abandoned, but it's not. There's a big sign there, painted like marvelously, with the words Zandrilo Armasi, painter.
Nice. Forgar, I'll explain what happened with Galen,
Yeah,
and I'll
that's-
unhood one of them, so you can recognize him because you did see the guy.
Can
But
you
I'll,
recognize him without a head?
yeah, fair enough. It's been somewhat reconstructed with my spell, but and I will tell you that I animated him, at least animated his this meat puppet of him. His soul is fled. They're just simply bodies at this point, but I don't know what to do with the body, so I figured it's best to bring it with us. And the
not
other one
so
is just for
far.
protection. I know you're not, but
Do we
I
know?
don't
like
wanna-
this at all.
I don't want to reveal it to Galen. I don't want him to know.
I agree with that. He definitely shouldn't know. But
Yeah. And they're just here for my protection.
I'll keep that
Please
in
don't
mind.
kill them. Unless you want to be my bodyguard. All
I'm
right.
not gonna actively kill them,
But I don't
use them
expect
as
you to
m-
save them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do with them. I'm good. I'm on board.
All right.
All right.
So
So
we
we're
get to
outside
the
the windmill.
shack.
Yes, you are.
One comment to that. Like when you said that unless you want to be my bodyguard, and I just pictured you like having another one of those hoodies there. Like I
Yeah.
turn you into
Here's a
zombie
robe.
also. Yes. And
I got a
turn you
third
into
robe.
zombie also.
Just in case. It's already dragonborn sized. What do you know? You see, I've got like 5 more robes.
Holes in the hood.
Yeah.
Horns stick out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you descend from the.
Before we get to the windmills, should I maybe like go on ahead and scout it first?
No.
Like if there
No.
No.
That's inside.
No.
But there might. The Lord did say he didn't really have control over him anymore. I
Well,
believe.
perhaps someone should go with you.
I thought just stealthily looking around to see if there was someone preparing an ambush for us as soon as we arrived.
Yeah, I know what you
Not
want to
going
do,
inside.
but you know.
Right.
Maybe I'll go along with you, buddy.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Oh,
I'm not
good.
stealthy. You don't want me to go in.
Someone along with me alone, with nobody else to stop me. I'm ready.
Perfect.
Awesome. So you two make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
21.
I actually cast Pass
23.
Without Trace on them.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
So that fixes it.
Add 10.
So the windmill is kind of in the middle of the street, but there are a lot of plants growing kind of around it. It's like surrounded with a small garden. So a Peleus spell kind of wraps the environment around you, so you are pretty unnoticeable as you step forward. Make perception checks with advantage, please.
21 again.
Okay.
Wow.
20.
Great. So you two hear someone talking. It's not safe. It's not safe. I'm telling you, it's not safe. Get back. Get back. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you. It's not safe.
And we creep closer without getting noticed to see who this is.
Okay. So there are several windows at the first floor. So it's a T-shaped structure with the windmill over here. Okay. So it's like this, and the windmill over here. So there are plenty of windows all around, and several doors at the first floor. So probably like 3 or 4 doors kind of scattered across the structure. So as you peek through one of the windows, you actually are rather surprised to find it broken. The window.
Does it like a rock? Does it seem like a rock was thrown inside?
Something like that. Make a perception check as you approach the window.
Okay, 23. Sorry, 21.
21. Okay. So you see a dirty man on his bare knees, piling bones in a dirty, unkempt room. All the furniture are kind of in disarray, dust on the floor. There's a staircase leading up to the second floor, and he's simply kind of removing bones from a bag and kind of piling them one on top of the other.
Human bones?
You are not sure. Perhaps.
Okay.
So it's not a man, it's a halfling, sorry. You kind of seen him bent, so as he kind of straighten up, you can see that he's short, dirty, and mostly naked. Just a loincloth and this bag of bones.
From what we heard about this painter Quentin, do we know what race he is?
You are not sure.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't seem to be anybody lying in wait for us to ambush us, so let's get the others.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you guys a sign to come over.
We go.
All right. Who's going to the door?
I tell you guys what to expect inside. I think Well, anyone.
Perhaps Rukvi should be the one to go to the door.
It was just a dude piling bones, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if these are human bones or not. Not certain.
How about we all go to the door?
I think Rufy's like Waterdeep is just crazy, and he kicks the door open.
Poof!
Nice.
It explodes inside. Make an attack roll.
That's like a D20 plus my strength, right?
Attack roll, yeah.
Well, I got a natural one.
Okay.
Oh,
So you kick
let
open
me show
the
you
door.
how to do it.
It hits the wall and then bounces back at you. So you kind of fumble getting in, but eventually you make it. And the halfling kind of flies back and shouts, "You will pay for this, intruders! Rise, my army, rise!"
I hear some necromancy things being said.
Everything undead must die. Let's go.
So he screams once and twice and three times, but nothing happens.
And I walk in, I guess.
Don't kill him, I say, as I walk in along with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick the bone structure that he made over there.
Okay. So you kick it, and then he kind of jumps happily, and he screams, you saw, they moved. I control them all. Power.
Oh no. What's your name?
Losser.
Losser.
I'm a
What?
powerful necromancer.
Why would you want to be a necromancer?
Maybe I want to control the demon trapped at the attic.
Okay. Now we're
Yeah.
getting somewhere.
Listen,
What?
I don't understand what your deal here is, but do you know of somebody named Quentin living around here?
Oh, he used to live. The demon ate him. Now the demon has two faces.
Awesome. I'm leave my bodyguards out the front the door with instructions not to let anyone in. Can I make a medicine check on the bones? I want
Yes.
to see what he's got there in front of him.
Okay.
15.
You believe these are indeed human bones. Some of them are elven, probably taken from the City of the Dead. The graveyard of Waterdeep.
I've asked the halfling, this demon, is it called Delvanar, He of Many Teeth?
And all he does as an answer is...
Okay.
I think that's a yes.
All right. Perhaps you should leave, I'll say to the halfling.
No, I'm in control of the demon. The bones moved. He told me to set them up in a very specific way, and then people will come, and the bone will dance in front of me, and this is exactly what happened. I'm staying here, and I'm controlling the demon. Better not anger me.
Okay, this is bad.
I'm going to use my telepathy on him.
I will start, respectfully gather up the remains. And carry them out.
While he's doing that, I'm going to use my telepathy on the halfling and say, "You have failed! Leave now!"
Amazing. Roll a persuasion check or intimidation. Make it with advantage.
Persuasion 26.
No, master, no, master. And then he flees outside.
Cool.
All right, shall we go kill a demon?
Before we head upstairs, I want to use my divine sense to see if it's a fiend that I see up there.
Shit, Rukvi's gonna realize there's someone dead nearby now.
Why? Yes, you do feel a powerful presence just upstairs.
So, my turn undead, it turns away fiends and fae, but not undead. So maybe I'm
Maybe you don't care so much about undead?
Maybe I don't care that much. I'm trying to justify like not smashing your face in.
Meat shields. They're just meat puppets, man.
Right.
There's no souls involved.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, so I'm a meat puppet too. Good.
That's
Well, then-
currently.
Currently.
But you're our meat puppet.
Oh, thank you.
And
Yeah.
Rookby looks up and says,
Before we
"Yep."
go up, let's move all these bones outside, far away. But don't, disturb them respectfully. These are dead people. They should be
course.
laid to rest again.
Yeah.
But it might be like a trap. We don't want a bunch of skeletons suddenly appearing when we confront this demon.
Oh, by the way, though, you said it's a windmill, right? So does it got like the windmill itself, right? The thing that goes around.
Mm-hmm.
How low does it go when
How low do you want it
at
to
the
go?
bottom? I don't know. Can I like jump and catch it?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. You guys mind if I take a stroll around?
go for it.
Sure, but we're gonna go fight a fiend. So
We can put those bones in the carriage. They'll be safe there, with Lorne and Fillory and my bodyguards.
yeah, probably.
Okay, I'll wait till you guys are ready to, catch me if I fall or something like that.
Don't look at me. If you fall, you fall, buddy.
I was
Maybe you
looking
can come back as one of my bodyguards.
I was looking at Forgar.
I'll catch
Oh.
you. But I'm currently shooting daggers at him every time the word bodyguard comes up. I'm like,
So you want to kind of move your way up?
I want to catch it and see if I can see some of the top windows.
Okay, make a strength check just to make sure you kind of manage to hold.
Oh, I think I did. I got an 18.
Okay, and then a
So
perception check.
17. Okay. And that didn't turn out so good. I got 11.
11. Okay, that's nice. So that's nice. You see a painter's. How do you call the frame for a paint? Is there a name for it?
Easel.
Canvas.
Easel.
Easel. Okay.
That holds the painting?
Yes.
Mhm.
There
easel.
is the plate with all the colors, and a naked draw woman sitting on a chair, kind of posing, but you don't see the painter. And then the wheel takes you down.
Is the painting of the woman, or is there actually a model?
There's actually a model, and the painting is kind of half done, like.
And the model is there?
Yes.
Model is there?
White hair, ebony skin, beautiful, like the most beautiful woman, naked woman you've kind of seen, and it's kind of, and then
that is why he didn't see the painter. He only stared at her.
Would you say she's devilishly good looking?
Fiendishly beautiful.
Fiendishly beautiful.
Okay, there we go.
So,
Okay, on my way down, I jumped down back down, and I tell you guys.
And says,
Gotta see this thing. It was so amazing.
oh my god. she's
I
so
gotta go see it
beautiful.
up again.
Determination fills Rookvi's eyes.
Sure,
and
so,
comes up the stairs.
what do you guys think about this? The paladins lead the charge with your auras, and followed up by the rest of us?
maybe your bodyguards.
No, they're staying outside to prevent anyone from coming in behind us. Pelios, are you going to tank up?
I can do that, yeah, sure.
Yeah, buddy.
What do we have here? I don't think I need to do it now, though. I can wait a bit.
Okay.
All right.
I would like to go in last. Much to knock
so
me
you
down.
just go invisible and run out.
If I have to, I will. Yes, you know that.
Yeah, of course. I would do the same thing. Yeah, so Rookby, if you can imagine, we're standing in front of the door up the stairs. Rookby looks at all of you and just says a prayer and casts bless on. How many people can I do it on? Up to 3 creatures.
Three people at level 1.
Well, so me. Who's behind me?
I am.
Well,
I'll be
Forgar and
second.
Yeah, I'll be up front also somewhere.
All right, so
the 3
me, Peleus.
So
And-
everyone's up front.
me,
I don't mind being in the back.
yeah,
me,
perfect.
you know what? Me, Forgar, and the monk.
Okay.
All the melee.
I'm gonna prepare
Bless.
myself with Armor of Agathis. Cast at 2nd level.
And then cast your spells because I'm about to kick the door down.
Are you sure?
You can stop Rookie.
I point back at the front door. You know, are you really sure?
Oh, but it's my thing.
Your
my
thing
thing.
is to get hit in the face by doors.
No, I'm just it'll go down. It'll
Yeah,
go the
let me
opposite
show you
direction.
how to open that door. How's
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, if that's your thing.
All right, so it
Do it.
takes forever. Just like pulls up his belt. Does a couple lunges.
Just
I
in
open the
case.
door. While he's doing this, I open, just like grab and like open.
Okay.
You open the door. Okay.
So the door is opened, and then a cloud of mist bursts from the room and engulfs you all with moisty and obscuring mist. And suddenly a light ignites just in front of you, and from it, kind of enlightened from behind, like this angelic figure, emerges the naked draw woman. Her hair is swimming in the vapor around her, and her skin is sweaty, and you kind of have a hard time to control your heart's blood bodies as you see her. I need you all to make wisdom saving
no.
throws.
Oh,
Do we have advantage
no.
because of the aura?
You tell me.
If it's a spell, right?
It's
I'm looking at
Against
Rookvi.
being-
It's your aura.
Yeah, and he's muted.
yeah, it's
against being
It's any
caught.
saving
Okay.
throw.
You get a bonus to a saving throw equal to my charisma modifier, which is 3.
okay.
Okay.
So
And
Forgar.
remember, a bless also helps on saves. Oh,
Right.
I'm totally
Added
going to need
D4.
it.
He does
Is it
it
wisdom?
against being charmed.
What does bless do again?
No.
It's
Add a
you
D4.
roll a D4.
Cool.
Oh,
So
Corin
because of the
goes-
bonus, I go from a 10 to a 17.
Nice.
Okay,
shit.
17 for Galen.
18.
24.
Corin 16.
Wait, 24 for Peleus.
Alias.
Okay, Forgar.
I also got a 24. Nat 20.
Amazing.
It's not Dragonborn-y enough.
And the wrist?
18.
18. And who am I missing? Rookvi.
Rookvi.
18.
Amazing.
Nice.
Okay. So, she says, I never dreamed of meeting you in person so soon. As she kind of looks at Galen. And we will continue this on our next session.
Man, I was already looking up which beast shapes I wanted to use.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You have 2 weeks to ponder
Okay,
that
to
question.
decide.
Yes.
Remember that I have somebody remind me that I have a blessed on concentration right now.
Yep. And I've got Armor of Agathis on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just hoping to know. I just don't want to miss and go into a blind rage again.
Oh, that's right. Well, maybe that'll help.
Hey!
You never know, right?
You have a couple of meat
You
shields.
trying to
that
say
time.
something about my rolls?
You did
Thanks,
just
Warren.
waste well, maybe not waste a natural 20 on a...
Right?
true. Do you have any spells that can protect you from that?
From
From what?
what?
Remove curses.
Your rage. I'm just wondering if you have any abilities or spells that can actually protect you from that.
Not that I know of.
The bless will help.
It
Oh,
always
right,
helps.
I actually have a power that can end a charmed effect on me.
Oh, nice.
I need to remember that for next time.
Yes, yes, you do.
Okay, great. Oh, got it. So, wait, something. Oh.
And now is the time you say expect to die in every next time, so have the other characters prepared.
Exactly.
This one you made it.
Exactly. This is like the standard from now on. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
And what, we
Guys.
get to level up to 8? Okay.
After this fight, you'll each get 50,000 XP if you survive.
If you survive.
If.
Yeah.
Guys,
I think that's a big if. It's worth that much XP, but yeah.
thank you very, 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 very much for this. I've heard the baby crying, so I think I'll go help my wife. And also, I didn't want to kind of go into the gray area when Brian might leave us in the middle of a fight. So, so 2 weeks, and we'll find out what's going
2
on.
weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
See you in
Thanks
2
for
weeks.
running.
Good session again.
Thank
Bye.
you,
Yeah.
guys. See you.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
See you guys.
Bye.